Well, welcome back to New York Sports WickerMedia. I'm Watsu-K99. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to watch these videos. Obviously, I am not recording today from the Wicker chair, but when news breaks that is this big, I gotta come on and talk about it. So the New York Mets have signed Justin Verlander to a 2-year contract worth $86.66 million total. It includes a full no-trade clause. And then if Verlander pitches 140 innings in 2024, he will have a $35 million player option for the 2025 season. So I wanted to talk a little bit today about Verlander's free agency process. Who is Justin Verlander as a pitcher now, and what has he been in his career? So let's talk about that. Verlander has been in the major league since 2007. Now, he only made one start between 2020 and 2021. He had a groin injury, he had to have Tommy John surgery, and then he reached free agency for going into the 2022 season. Now, he had won his Cy Young Award in 2019, so that had been the second Cy Young Award in his career. He agreed to a 1-year contract with Houston for $25 million with an option. And he really bet on himself. And how did that work out? Well, in 2022, Justin Verlander threw 175 innings. He made one trip to the injured list for a calf problem, but he posted an ERA of just 1.75. His strikeout rate was crazy, 27.8%, striking out about 1 of every 4 batters he faced, just a 4.4% walk rate, and a 37.9% ground ball rate, getting a ton of ground balls. It was good enough to earn him his 3rd career Cy Young Award. It's pretty amazing that Verlander in his career has won 3 Cy Youngs, and 2 of them have been in the last 4 seasons. Pretty wild. So based off that campaign, but based off those results, he declined his option. He hit the open market. So it led to a pretty crazy free agency process because, how often do you see pitchers who pitch this well late in their careers and become a free agent? So Verlander knew he was not going to get a 5-year contract or anything too extensive, as he's about to turn 40 years old next March of 2023. But he was looking, I think, to get a multi-year deal, and I think he wanted to get, his target was Max Scherzer. When Max Scherzer signed with the Mets last year, he got $43.33 million per year. That was the highest average annual value for a starting pitcher in Major League history. That was Verlander's target, and he absolutely got it. $43.33 million per year for 2 years, and this is a reunion for Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander. So Justin matched Max as they were teammates in Detroit from 2010 to 2014. This was a move the Mets absolutely had to make. There was no way around it. After losing Jacob deGrom, they needed another pitcher with that kind of special upside. There was nobody else on the free agent market, in my mind, who came close to it. Not Carlos Rodon, not Chris Bassett, not Kodai Senga, not anybody else that you can name in free agency. To me, they had to get Verlander, and they went out and did it. And credit to Billy Epler, credit to Steve Cohen. And 2 other things I want to mention with Verlander. So for his career, just check these stats out. His record is 244 wins and 133 losses. He's pitched 3,163 innings. His strikeouts per 9 innings pitched is 9.1. He's basically striking out 1 batter per inning. ERA 3.24, 880 walks, 3,198 strikeouts, a 1.12 whip. And I like this. A lot of those great strikeout pitchers, they're prone to giving up home runs. I mean, Scherzer does give up his share of home runs. Verlander, he has a 0.92 home runs per 9 inning rate, meaning he gives up less than 1 home run for every 9 innings that he pitches. Just a fantastic resume, and I couldn't be happier that he's a Met. And as far as his arsenal, now you might be wondering, okay, he's had a great career, but what is Justin Verlander now? When he steps on the mound on Citi Field in April, what kind of pitcher are the Mets going to be getting? Well, here's what he does at this point. We know what he's coming off with the Cy Young and how good he is, but here's what he really throws nowadays. He's still got a very good fastball. He throws it about 50% of the time. He's still hitting 95 miles per hour, which is so important. He was basically throwing 95 when he came to the Tigers as a rookie 15 years ago, and he could still hit 95 consistently. Also, his slider. That is the pitch that he is starting to rely on a lot more as his second pitch. It is up to 28% of the time. His curveball has always been kind of a steady weapon in his arsenal. He throws it about 19% of the time. It's always been about 15 to 20% for Verlander. What he's really started to lose, though, is the changeup. So when Verlander came to the league in 2007, he threw the changeup about 19% of the time. He was really a fastball, changeup, and then slider pitcher. Well, last year he only used the changeup about 2% of the time. So it's really not something that he looks to use very often. So you really have a three-pitch pitcher coming in, but his stuff apparently still looks about as good as it ever has. And he's learned how to adjust his arsenal as he's gotten older to remain dominant and to remain a successful pitcher. And his resume in 2019 and 22 absolutely reflects that. All right, thanks so much for watching. Want to come in and give my thoughts about Justin Verlander? I'll be back with more content. I'll see you once I am back in the wicker chair. Have a great day.